Hey everybody, welcome to my first episode of my Melodic Mastery series. This is the series where I'm going to talk about some of the melodic aspects of some of my favorite players. This first episode is a great little 2-5-1 lick from Wes Montgomery. It's a beautiful little line. I'm just going to get into it. You can play the lick. I'm going to show you the PDF of the lick. You can take the lick and run. If you want to hang around after, I'm going to go through it and explain it a bit, do some analysis of it, show you some different ways that you can use it, and we'll go from there. So there's a little bit of a pickup with this line, so I'm just going to let the looper do its thing here. So there you have the line. I'm just going to pop up the lick here, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. Thanks. Okay, so let's have a look at what's going on in that line. I'll just play it without the looper again, just a little slower, just so you can kind of hear it a little bit out of time. Resolving it into the one. So what he's doing is he's playing over the C minor 7th. He's playing basically a G minor triad and an F triad. And then over the F7, he's playing a E flat major triad, and then he just resolves it. So what that gives us with the C minor 7th, that G minor gives us the 5th, 7th, and the 9th, which is beautiful. Very melodic. And then he goes to an F triad, which gives us the root, 13th, 11th, if we're thinking of upper extensions on that. Again, beautiful note choices. Go to the F7. Now he's playing an E flat major triad over that. Again, that gives us the upper extensions of the F7. We have the flat 7th, we have the 9th, and we have the 11th. Then he resolves it into our one chord. So that's the three basic triads that he uses in that lick. But the cool thing that he does is that he approaches the top note of each triad from a semitone below. So you end up with this. Which is a very hip sound. It's just that it gives you a kind of a melodic consistency throughout the entire line, and those chords just give you those descending triads give you a sense of movement in the line as well, and your ear follows it, and it's very melodic, and it just kind of pulls you along, in my opinion. It's just the brilliance of Wes Montgomery, and such a brilliant melodic line. There's no real, fancy techniques. There's not screaming chops, It's just a beautiful melodic line. Now you can expand on each one of those concepts, especially on the E flat over the F. That gives you all those, like I said, the upper extensions, but it gives you that suspended sound. If I was to take my E flat triad up here and put an F in the bass, end up with that E flat over F chord. Again, all the upper extensions suspended. One of my favorite chords. You can mess around with that, because having that E flat triad on the flat 7th of your dominant chord of F7, flat 7th is E flat, you end up with this two triads, E flat and F, a whole step apart, and that's that whole concept of triad pairs. And there's lots to explore in that. That's like for a whole other lesson, but you can mess around with that just to explore playing A flat, F. You can kind of hear that sound. That's going back between E flat and F. You can do that all over that F. The other thing I would suggest is taking that lick and moving it to different parts on the neck. You know, you do it down there. You know, there I just took the front part of that lick and then I springboarded it into something else. So there's just different, take each one of those ideas in that 2-5-1 lick and mess around with it. You don't have to play the whole lick exactly like he played it all the way through. Take a nugget, take 4 or 5 notes, take the... You know, whatever you like, the sky's the limit. So I encourage you to just mess around with that. Have a look at the different applications of the notes, those upper extensions, see how they sound against the chords, and you'll find, hopefully you'll find some new sounds and some new ideas, and hopefully you will got something out of this, and I look forward to doing more of this with you guys. If you got any questions or comments, just hit me up in the comments, and I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe if you found this useful. So there you go, the Melodic Mastery of Wes Montgomery, episode 1. I'm just going to play the line a couple more times with the looper out, and we'll be good. All right, take care, guys.